saying that the allegation is very strong, especially pertaining the issue of supporting and financing terrorism in Nigeria and within the northern part of Nigeria. This is a very strong allegation that the North will not take it light, that the citizens will not take it light, and by extension the government will not take it light. And it's not a matter of just denial. Well, alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah. My perspective is a middle one, because I see it as a very strong message and a very strong allegation that needs to be tackled. As a Nigerian, I was so sad to hear it from a very strong leader in Africa, because Niger is not a small country in Africa, although Nigeria is bigger and more powerful than Niger Republic, but we cannot undermine the position of Niger and its leadership in the world or in Africa. Secondly, I have heard the message given by the Nigerian government through the National Security Advisor. He totally disagreed with the message sent by the Niger leadership. But it's not enough. It's not enough because the allegation was very strong and it has to be sealed like that. What the Nigerian government is supposed to do, according to my own perspective, is to create a very strong committee of investigation to investigate and to make the result of that investigation available, accessible to all Nigerians and beyond, because many Nigerians have agreed with what he said. Not only common men, some important dignitaries, including previous ministers in this country, have agreed with what he said. Therefore, it is not a small matter. It's a very important issue, which could lead to war between Nigeria and Niger. Therefore, I'm not saying that if Niger is not in good terms with France, Nigeria must do so. But I am saying that the allegation is very strong, especially pertaining the issue of supporting and financing terrorism in Nigeria and within the northern part of Nigeria. This is a very strong allegation that the North will not take it light, that the citizens will not take it light, and by extension the government will not take it light. And it's not a matter of just denial without investigation. Will rejected his message. But I am not the type of that people. No matter what the reason is, no matter how wrong he was or how good his reason is or how right he was, I am saying that this is not a small issue. This is not a light issue that could be tackled lightly. But it is a very important issue that needs formal and informal way of tackling. By formal way, I mean the government should establish a committee of inquiry, whatever kind of committee they may decide to, or the National Assembly will make an inquiry, or the National Security Advisor will use his office to make adequate investigation and present fact and figures, not the previous knowledge he has or what he knew in his capacity as the National Security Advisor. That is not enough. He should make it a public thing, because this is a public message sent to common northerner, if I can see it that way. Because in as much he spoke in Hausa, we can now predict the targeted people that he want the message to go to. If had it been he has spoken in French, which is the official language of Niger, we could see it in different way. Had it been he used English, now we can say that he is sending the message to the entire Nigerians. But hence he spoke in Hausa, there is a targeted people that he sent this message to. And as such, the Nigerian government should also look at that aspect of target. Send a strong message with fact and figures to the northerners, the Hausa-speaking northerners, that this is what happened, this is what happened. Because he was saying that money was being given to His Excellency the President of Nigeria. Now, this is a strong allegation. Why should the presidency won't take a quick and immediate action that will go beyond just denying? There are things that you cannot deny only. Denials will not serve the purpose. Investigation is vital here. And a strong result of the investigation will be published and made public, so that Nigerians, particularly the northerners, will understand. Because where he pointed as the place of military or Boko Haram or whatever, France military base, and use the Laukurawa, these are things that will make people think that it is real, it is true. Therefore, you can't just deny it only. Come with fact and figures about it.
Tell us the damage that these allegations have made to the relationship between Nigeria and Niger, because we understand the people are interrelated from different perspectives of life.
The damage is trust. We lack of trust. The established trust between people of Niger and Nigeria is now becoming very loose because of that allegation. You may be aware that there was some people in Niger who came out openly in mass abusing Nigeria or the Nigerian president. And there are some in Nigeria who came openly to deny the allegation made by the military leader of Niger. And some have denied it just like that, but some use some words that are not. If there is no that allegation, nothing like that will come out from people in Nigeria like that. So what I'm saying is the damage has been done, but we're supposed not to allow it continue. And remember, the damage started since before. Ever before, when the Nigerian leadership, as in the capacity of ECOWAS leadership, suspend and put sanction against the military government of Niger. That was when the issue started. It started small, it become bigger now. So we have to, I mean, the government need to do something about it.
Right. Now Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso have formed their own group, the Sahel State Alliance. What is the implication of this action regarding the security architecture within the sub-African, West African sub-region? How would that affect our well-being?
If you look at that place you mentioned, it is a place, it is part of the places in Africa that are suffering more about terrorism. So to take them away from ECOWAS is not in their best interest. Neither it is in the best interest of the ECOWAS. Let the ECOWAS do more in bringing them back to ECOWAS. And I think this is what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has to look into critically, because it is not good for him to be recorded in history that during his tenure as the leader of ECOWAS, he lose some countries. They went out of ECOWAS. He's supposed to do something about that.
All right. Do you have a message as well to the people of Niger Republic, looking at the relationship we have with them? Because this is escalating. It is becoming like a targeted fight between citizens of two countries that were brothers and sisters for years, if not centuries.
To Niger people, regardless of their leadership capacity, whether you are a leader in Niger or you are a public member, you're supposed to understand that since in the 60s and ever before, Niger and Nigeria are one. We have had even a singer, a musician, saying Nigeria and Niger are one. So why are we now trying to let the international politics or foreign policy divide us to fight one another? It is not good for any Nigerian to disrespect Nigeria or Nigerians. We are one. The same thing goes to Nigerians. Let's consider Nigerians as our brothers. Let's continue with our non-cordial relationship. Let's embrace them as people, as neighbors, as brothers.
All right. Back here in Nigeria, there are divisions among the citizens. There are those who feel like anybody that agrees with what the Nigerian leader said in terms of allegations against Nigeria has some issues with his level of patriotism as a citizen. And there are those who feel like we just have to fight Niger. We don't have to agree with them and all that. How do you see these issues now?
Well, it's a matter of from which perspective are you looking at the issue. I want you to believe that the trust between citizens and the government in Nigeria is very loose. And I don't blame the citizens. Our politicians are not getting it right. They don't speak truth to the general public. They say something and we observe something different. It is high time for them to come back and look at their followers and create sincerity, especially in forming a transparent system of governance so that the citizens will believe in them. Appealing to the citizens also not to use that mistrust that was between them and the leadership to lose their patriotism. Whatever the situation is, we must support Nigeria. But we have to talk to the leadership to make sure that they follow the proper channel. That is by investigating this issue. We don't supposed to jump into conclusion negatively or positively. Hence, the national office have not given us fact and figures about what happened. If you can say that the president went to France just for a kind of negotiation or a kind of a deal, diplomatic deal with Nigeria and France in economic development, in infrastructure, in whatever, trade and commerce. Yes, it is good. But when you tell us this in absence of any allegation, it's okay. But if there is allegation, you must make an investigation so that people will have rest of mind that this is what happened.
Right. Right. Is there anything you want to add on this topic?
I think I have to add by something very little, like saying that whatever the situation, we love Nigeria. Let's keep on loving Nigeria.